It's my favorite spiritual practice because it involves singing and music and dancing. And we'll lead a few what are called kirtans, different versions of these Sanskrit mantras, all of which have kind of a potency or a power to them. And I can speak just from my experience. I started chanting about a year ago, and it's been incredible to see how it has and continues to change my life for the better. So happy to be sharing it with you all here today. Any questions before we get started? I have a question, actually. Could folks scoot up a little bit and fill in the space?
Yes.
And we're going to push ourselves slightly out of our comfort zones. Can we get the first slide on there? I like that color. Okay, so the first kirtan we're going to do is up on the screen. It's Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And this is a way to kind of call in invocation, I guess is the right word? Invocation to call divine energy into the room. And so we'll first just try saying these different words. So the first word is Om.
Om.
Namo.
Namo.
Bhagavate.
Bhagavate.
Vasu.
Vasu.
De. Vaya.
Vaya.
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
So all together is Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Perfect. Oh, and just to mention, since a few folks are here for the first time, my recommendation is try and use the mantra and the singing as sort of a meditation. And so if you get in your head and just come back to the words that you're singing and you're saying, and don't worry about what you sound like. That doesn't matter. It's what matters is your heart and your intention going into it.
you would be knowing, if you have been coming here, that in our program, we infuse our program with some wisdom talk. Okay, so Bhakti yoga practice in general is about the way we live our life, right? So providing some knowledge can help us along with the mantra, what we chant here today. So today, for our talk, we are going to welcome Arun. He's my dear friend. We have worked at Microsoft together, but he's a Bhakti Yoga practitioner for the last 20 years. And he has raised a wonderful family. He practices in his daily life. So he has been at the leadership capacity at Microsoft. So, see, we learn from the people we see, right? We say, okay, that's a good characteristic they have. And then we follow somebody who have not a so good characteristic, and we end up following them, we want a different path. So he will bring in some discussions today on that, how to be a good leader, how to be a good role model, what are some of the good attributes. So please welcome Arun. Thank you.
Do you have a cover for this and just flip it over?
Oh.
Keep the laptop on it? Or
He wants to keep the
or I
laptop.
can.
You put the laptop on? Yeah.
All right. Are you okay keeping the laptop on?
Yeah. Smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not. It's okay.
Probably
I
not.
think it's okay. It's been done before. So.
Okay. All right. While they're pulling up the presentation that I was going to use, thank you again, Deepak, for inviting me here and for the introduction. And I'm glad to be here with you all, trying to share something that I've learned through my practices, and hopefully it'll be useful for you as well. Before I get started, I just wanted to get a feeling with a show of hands. How many of you never, ever get angry? Okay, not a single hand. Good and bad. Good because it's a right audience. Otherwise, I'll be there and you'll be talking so that you can share some of the wisdom that even I need. But yeah, it's something that all of us struggle with. And that's one of the key traits from a Bhakti Yoga practitioner. It's a practice because we are not experts yet. It's a continuing practice. So, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it's something that we have to practice and get better at. And we just can't do that on our own because there are several different techniques and several different ways that we can approach in terms of how do we control our emotions and such. So, suppose we have a weakness. How many of us have short temper? Right. I think all of us, some shape or form, it's just certain triggers that may vary from person to person, but all of us may have some trigger that triggers, the temper in us. And then we also act on it and say something that we will tend to repent later. Okay, why did I say, I wish I just could hold back a little bit. Right? And there are several different techniques that people use as well, start counting, in your mind, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you just tend to calm down and all that. But it's at that moment we don't remember all those things, right? It just goes boom. We just blast out, right? It's like, it's like the steam is building up inside and then the top goes boom, right? That's how it is. And then these are, it's temporary, but then later we realize, okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Right? So what happens? It's a cycle, right? So there's a trigger. Everybody has their own triggers. There are certain things that we like and certain things that we don't like. And when things that we don't like, somebody pushes the button on us, the top just blows off. And then we tend to come up with some kind of excuse. Oh, it's just not me. Everybody else has it as well. So just because everybody else has it, does that mean that we cannot get better? But then we look down upon, look at people who have the same problem, and we say, yeah, that's okay. We just reason it out that way. And then the result is there's a temporary comfort that we may get out of that, because we compare ourselves with others who have a similar problem, and then we think it's okay to be short-tempered or otherwise, right, for misbehaviors. But then what happens is, as we are trying to progress and get better and better, that process stagnates, because we can't get better by looking at people who are not the ones that should be the real role models, right? So if we want to get to a certain position, even in a corporate world or in our personal lives or in business or even spirituality, the same thing applies. We need to look up to somebody who is better, who is a real role model, who actually imbibes the values and exhibits the values that we are aspiring to. But if we compare ourselves with others who have the same problem and try to reason out that it's okay because others have it, so I have it as well, so it's okay, then we are never going to improve. So per the Eastern philosophy, the spiritual wisdom states, there are 3 gates leading to this hell: lust, anger, and greed. These are the 3 gates: lust, anger, and greed. Every sane man should give these up, for they lead to degradation of the soul. So we are the spiritual soul, and it leads to degradation even from a spiritual progress standpoint. As we look inwardly, we won't even feel good ourselves. And then that leads to a cyclical process of going lower and lower and lower from a behavioral standpoint. So then what is the one way up to really reach out and improve both internally as well as externally? And that's what the whole spiritual wisdom is all about. So the wisdom cautions that justifying these weaknesses makes our life hellish. Passing through these gates destroys our potential for spirituality, locking away the divine spark, because we are the divine spark. And there's a lot of potential in us. And how do we unlock that potential? And that is the whole process of this Bhakti Yoga. And it was a wonderful Kirtan, so that also unlocks the energy within, so that we can reach out to the divinity and purify our consciousness, so that we can deal with all of these different challenges that may be coming at us, even the triggers that may be, somebody triggering us, we'll be able to react accordingly. So when we are confronted by these weaknesses, lust, anger, and greed, if we fixate on those with worse weaknesses, that is other people that may have the same or worse, then we will only stagnate and degrade. We will not be able to improve. So the only way to really improve is focus on a divine potential and on those manifesting that potential. Others who have those values and behaviors and traits that we aspire to. And then we become motivated and we will want to become like them. I once heard, if a problem is created at a level higher than our existence, then the solution has to come from that higher existence as well, not our existence, because the problem wasn't created by us. So which means, if these problems were created at a spiritual level, then the solution also has to come from a spiritual level. I hope that makes sense, right? So the mechanics of this is, when we compare downwards, that is looking at more, I won't even say worse, but even the same type of behavior, but not the ones that we aspire for. It certainly protects and inflates our ego that, okay, I'm not doing something wrong, everybody else is doing it, so what's a big deal? It strips us of the powerful drive to change, because we become stagnant, we are not going to improve. And then we end up multiplying our weaknesses, not rectifying them. So repeating the same thing over and over and over again is not going to make it any better. It's only going to make it worse. So the right thing to do will be to compare upward, looking at better behavior. It challenges the ego through honest reflection. So honesty is very important, and sincerity as well. And then we have to work towards it. So it's a lot of work, because a lot of times it's our ego that gets hurt first. When somebody points out something that we did wrong or can do something better, then we feel like, who are you to tell me that? You have lots of problems yourself. So it's not the person that's important, it's the message that is important, that is actually helping us. So no matter where it comes from, it is still useful, because it helps us to improve, no matter where the other person might be. But ideally, it is a person that is a role model, who has the right values and traits and behaviors that we can actually respect and be inspired by. And then also, that person acts as a primary motivator for self-improvement and inspires us to manifest our values, spiritual values. So that inspiration automatically comes when we meet such people, actually, because we see their actions and their behavior, and it touches the heart, and then we can follow their path and their guidance. And like I said, we are all sparks of divinity, and our true potential is simply waiting to be unleashed, because we don't realize what our own potential is, and we need the right person and the right process and the right knowledge in order to unleash the potential that we have inside, deep inside. And that is the process of Bhakti Yoga. And we'll be amazed as to what potential we have ourselves. And this wisdom explains that we are far more than our momentarily flaws. All of us have flaws, and we will have moments of time when we may say things, we may do things that we may later regret. But then it's a process. It's a process that we have to be confident about, convinced that it is going to help us, and be persistent, because it will take time. And we are souls, that is sparks of divinity, possessing immense reservoirs of untapped potential. We can be far better than what we are presently. If we believe that we are the best versions of ourselves now, then we may be mistaken, because there is always room for improvement, as we all know. And the wisdom says that it's a continuous process. That's why it's a practice every day. Even the best sports persons, they have the talent, but they have to practice every single day. And they are the ones actually who practice the most, more than the ones that are not at their level. Because unless they practice, they cannot maintain the level of performance that they can exhibit on a daily basis. So how do we unleash these virtues and values that is inherent in our divine self? It's by taking the shelter of the supreme divinity. And that is a process that's given in the spiritual wisdom as well, through hearing, through listening and hearing, speaking, serving, and so many different aspects. And Kirtan is one aspect of it, and this whole sharing of the wisdom and knowledge is another aspect of it. Even eating sanctified food is also another aspect of it. So it's a holistic process so that we can link back to the supreme reality, and the dormant souls acts as a prism. So we are dormant right now, but then once we link back with the supreme and take shelter, then this whole refraction happens with the divine energy, and we will actually learn about ourselves more deeply, and we will be able to exhibit patience, diligence, and resilience as well. And then also, when we have that potential in us, to ourselves, we must live the future shaped by our present actions. So how can we purify our present actions? By this whole process, so that we are paving a path for ourselves for the future, as well as now we flip it over and start thinking about how can we be a role model for others. So a lot of us think about how do we give back to society. How many of you think about giving back to society at all? I think pretty much everybody does, right? Because we are taking so many things from society. How do we give back? So what are some examples of things that you feel or you are doing to give back? Anybody? Feel free to share. Becoming a doctor, yeah. That's a very noble profession, of course. Anybody else?
Kindness to those who need.
Yeah, kindness. There's so many, practically everybody needs some kindness, right? And it's oftentimes very difficult to find kindness. We may think that it's easy. It's not something that you can just go to a supermarket and buy kindness. It comes from the heart. Anybody else?
Hosting
Recovery meetings, yeah. And a lot of people need those groups in order to get better, and others who have been through the process, what can we learn from and such. Anybody else?
Give food to homeless.
Sorry?
Give food to homeless.
Give food to homeless, absolutely. Yeah, I like that myself because I do it too. We have a free food truck that we bring over to the university district 4 times a week, but I come once a week, and it's very, very gratifying, and it's actually humbling as well at the same time, because we all need to feel a lot of gratitude for what we have. Anybody else? Last one. Volunteering at NGOs, absolutely, yeah. So it's, some shape or form, giving time, our, kindness, giving our heart. Right? These are things that, people need, because we are all very busy with so many different things, our gadgets, and it's become, more, we have become more and more isolated, even when there are people around us. Right? Technology has done lots of wonders, but it's also destroyed lots of things from a humanity perspective. But technology is going to continue improving. But then what can we do to transform so that we can take advantage of it, but still maintain our values and such, and extend our heart and time and mind and everything else for the benefit of others. So there's another text in our wisdom text which says, whatever action a great man performs, common men follow, and whatever standards he sets by exemplary acts, all the world pursues. So this is about leadership. As a leader, it's not just that you have the whole force in front of you and they go to battle or go for peace, whatever it may be, and then you sit in one place and just direct everybody. Right? Leader is in the front line and everybody else is following. So how can we be those leaders so that we become role models that everybody else will be inspired by and would want to follow us? So if we can have a North Star to shoot for, then whatever shortcomings we may have today, we'll be able to work towards becoming a better version of ourselves, that we can be the role model, set the standards for others to be inspired by and follow. But first we start with finding a role model that we want to emulate, and then we become a role model ourselves. So if we have a positive outlook and have a positive goal, that will help overcome our shortcomings today, be it lust, anger, and greed, and then how can we turn that over by focusing on and linking back to the Supreme and imbibing or bringing out those positive values and traits within ourselves. So as I finish, just few things to contemplate on and think about. So how does justifying our weaknesses endanger our soul? Any thoughts? How does justifying our weaknesses endanger our souls? Yes.
They can lead us into bad company or confusion or wrong choices or bad consequences.
Absolutely. And ultimately, if our goal is to improve, then we need to, keep the right company. But also, if we want to, progress more spiritually and actually bring out those good values in us, good traits in us, then it doesn't help either, because we are not focused on the right things. We are just focused on the wrong things. Right? How do we shift our focus? And then when we compare ourselves with those weaker than us, how do we demotivate ourselves? Yes.
My understanding is that when we're looking at someone who possesses weaker values in our comparison,
Yeah.
we feel better in that sense, and therefore there's no chance for us to grow further and become a better version of ourselves.
Correct.
So therefore we are demotivating ourselves, already considering that we're at a better position.
Yeah, we feel like we are already there.
Yeah.
And we become stagnant and we just can't improve beyond that point. Right. Absolutely. Fantastic. Thank you. Then when dealing with our weaknesses, how can we make a positive difference? Yes.
When I stumble and fall, other people can laugh. All right. Had to put a little comedy in there.
Yeah. Yeah, certainly. But then hopefully as we get up, then they see how we get up as well and
Yes.
learn from that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think we deal with our weaknesses, it's about the fear, like facing our own fear of self-worth, and when we can face our fear and give compassion to what we perceive as our weaknesses, then we can shift and work together to change how we feel inside, and then that will ripple out to other people. But it's facing fear, acknowledging our humanness, and then just having compassion for that journey of being human and having a spark of our divinity.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Absolutely. And what is one thing that is stopping us from realizing that, we have a problem that I need to fix? Do we take feedback well? If not, why? Ego. Absolutely.
Fear is a powerful motivator to stay small and stay stuck in the loop of comparison.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of courage to face your own fears and face your own perceived weaknesses.
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. Both fantastic answers. Anybody else? Any other thoughts? Yes.
Like generally in life, in comparison, it becomes a competition, and to think that you're the strongest or you're the most beautiful or you're something like that, you're isolating yourself. You're distancing or removing the positive association, the helpfulness of other people. But if we stay humble in our lack of strength or something like that, then in our leaning on others, we can receive and we can like grow, you know, it gives us room to grow.
Absolutely. Yep. And one of the things that I've realized is, even from our educational system, what we are taught is that we are the best. You can do anything you want. Yes, that's true. We can do, lots of things that we want. But then, we are not really taught how to go about doing it. Right? If they create the perception that we are the very best. There's, I don't think we need that anyway. But yeah, so we are the best and we can do anything and go for the moon. And it's generally we are raised with the idea that, we can just become anything. But then when that doesn't happen, then we face with disappointment. And then because we are so attached to, the goal that we have, without thinking through how do we get there, what do I need to do to build my skills or whatever it may be, and we don't get it, then we get angry. Same thing if a child asks for something and the child doesn't get it. I don't think he does that. I don't think you do that, right? Yeah.
When I first started coming here, I read The Journey Home.
Yes, Radhanath Swami's. Yeah.
If you haven't read it, I think there's copies here. I can't remember the author's name.
His Holiness Radhanath Swami.
Okay, yes. And one thing that really struck me was how he was always asking himself, what can I learn from this situation?
Yeah.
Not stuck in suffering or overwhelm or self.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we are. It's
That's
a
a
great
book.
It's a great adventure. And just that, like being curious about it, like being in a situation, vultures are circling over. Like,
Yeah.
what can I learn from this?
Correct.
I thought that was a real powerful approach to life.
Yes. Yeah, I read the book too in one sitting. I just couldn't put it down. But yeah, absolutely. I mean, every step there is a learning, and we need to self-reflect, right? In terms of what can I learn from? Because just being out in the open and or interacting with people, there are so many things that we can learn about ourselves, and what are things that we could potentially change, and just self-reflect and see, how did I behave in that particular situation? What can I do to change? And I think one of the most powerful is, in fact, my own personal experience is, my own behavior tended to change quite a lot once once we had our daughters, children, because something in us tells us, oh, I need to be the role model for them. Right. So for those that have children, you may have felt the same, but for those that don't, I think it's for us to think through. Okay, what is that event or what is that thing that helps change the the thinking? It just flips over and go, okay, I have a certain responsibility now, and I need to be the role model for somebody else. Then what do I need to do to make that positive change in myself and transform so that I can be the role model? Because having that helps us to change our own behavior. If we force ourselves to change our behavior without having a goal, it becomes more difficult. But if we have a goal, it becomes pretty automatic, right? And there's a term that we use called the higher taste. If we have a higher taste, then all the other lower taste automatically falls away. It's not that we need to put it down. If I have something in my hand and I need to pick up something else, I need to, it's not like I need to forcefully put this down before I pick up, because my focus is on the thing that I'm picking up. So automatically this thing in my hand is going to drop, and then I'm going to pick up the thing that I'm interested in. So if we focus on something that is a higher taste, then it's more easy to change and get over our weaknesses and then be a role model for others. Okay, any questions, comments, discussion before we pause and move on to the next, again, another Kirtan, a little bit more fun.
Thank you.
All right, thank you all very much. Hope to see you all again. Have a good rest of the day and weekend. Sorry.
Ethan?
So after we do a talk, so after we do a talk, we'll also do a little stretch. So if everyone wants to stand up, if you're able, and we'll do what we call the Haribol stretch. So we'll slowly raise our hands in the air and say Haribol. Do it again, hands down. Haribol. One last big one. You can jump if you want to. Haribol.
Yeah, this is the famous Instagrammable Haribol stretch. Okay? Nobody does it other than Ethan. Really correctly. Alright, so we'll just.
Do you want to get the sound away?
Waiting for the summer.
We can practice while we are getting ready. And so since I hear that this is some first kirtan, we're gonna practice some of the words so that you don't feel so lost, but the main rule of thumb is to have fun and also try to respond to my calling. That's it, but mostly have fun. So if you can repeat Braja, Braja, Mana, Radhe, Govinda, Braja, Mana, Radhe, Govinda. There we go. See? All right. Brajamana Radhe Govinda. Brajamana Radhe Govinda. Brajamana
She invited the divine, feminine love, the storehouse of love to fill our heart. So I don't know how some of you felt. I was feeling that my heart is just filling up with all the love. Did you feel? Somebody felt that way? Kimberly is saying yes. And Philip is also saying yes, right? Yes, so thank you. You sung it like she really pulled the whole energy and took it, and we were able to grasp in our heart. Thank you very much.
Can we get another round of applause for Ms. Bree? Okay, so the next one we're going to do, I guess the last kirtan for the night, is called the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. And Maha just means great, great mantra. And this is the most potent mantra for our time, it's said, and it can also realign all of our chakras, the energy centers in the body, just by chanting and singing it and hearing it. And conveniently, it only has 3 different names, words in it. So the first one is Hare,
Hare,
and Krishna.
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Hare, Hare,
It's Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
So this version we're gonna do tonight, I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but I feel like sometimes Spirit kind of uses us as a conduit. And this, I guess, melody was gifted to me a couple months ago, perhaps by Krishna. So I'll share it with you tonight. Actually, we'll all be sharing it with Krishna tonight, using it as an offering.
Hare Hare We have 12 more minutes. Can we have an encore, please?
Hare
We'll be having the Bhakti Open Mic, August 23rd, Sunday, 4 to 5 p.m. It will be led by Ethan. You will be here? Oh, you are not? Okay, somebody. So this program we brought in because there are a lot of folks who wanted to come and sing. So this is a place where you can bring your own instrument, you can bring your songs, and you can just all be input, right? So you can please come and participate. This is for all of us, for the community member. And Kirtan Khaya, this is where is Rachel. Okay, so she's the one with the hat. She's the one, she proposed the idea that we should go to the Green Lake and we'll do the Kirtan, then we'll go on the kayak and we'll sing Hare Krishna, like she was just showing like that. So that's on August 15th, Saturday. Please come, we'll be doing it for the first time. And Rachel is very happily, she is telling that whoever cannot pay for the kayak, she will be able to sponsor them, right? So we'll have, if you really want to, you can come and we will sponsor if you can't pay for the kayak. Okay, next. And we do, every Saturday we do the program. So next Saturday, August 8th, after that Green Lake, after that 21st, So it just week after week, we will be doing the program. We are always here. And you can, if you are not on WhatsApp, the best way to know about all our programs, and throughout the weeks we run the programs, you can just use your phone and get yourself added into the WhatsApp group. It is an announcement only group. You don't get any other information, so it's pretty safe. All right? And so the last program is, of course, the dinner. But before that, I just wanted to give an announcement. So there is an initiative going on where we are talking about distributing 100,008 Srimad Bhagavatam set. So Srimad Bhagavatam set is this. You will see this book here. Here is just, so this is the book, right? So today, if you experience, right? So we say that, right? We all are, even though we are in the corporate world or running our own business, but what we all are aspiring for is the true love. Do you all agree? We're aspiring for, anybody who's not aspiring for love, maybe there are people. For money, it is possible. When you're young, you're looking for the money, right? If you're young, you're looking for the partner, that's it. But again, ultimately it boils down to the love, right? So the ultimate love, this is the book of love. This takes us to the pinnacle of the love. If you really want to know who we are, what we are made of, what is our destination, how to achieve that, this is the book. This is the pinnacle of the Eastern philosophy. It's called Srimad Bhagavatam. So this has come in the like a 18 book. This is a 12 canto, it says, right? So it's a humongous. I'm like, it has the 12 different canto. I'll just I'll tell you what these cantos are. Canto 1 is creation, where the soul's journey begins the moment we start asking deeper questions. Canto 2 is cosmic manifestation, a guided tour of the universe that reminds us we are part of something vast and beautiful. Canto 3, the status quo, the blueprint of consciousness, how the world works and how the mind awakens. Canto 4 is the creation of the fourth order, the stories of courage, devotion and transformation that show how ordinary people become extraordinary. And this is what Arun was today talking about, how we all have the extraordinary potential, just we have to find the right impetus and just work on our negativity, solving those. The creative impetus, a mind-bending journey through the cosmos that expands your sense of reality. Canto 6, prescribed duties for mankind. Okay, I'm just going quickly. The science of divinity, the pure devotion and the love. Canto 8, withdrawal of the cosmic creation, epic stories of protection and surrender. Canto 9, ultimate destination. Canto 10, the summum bonum, the crown jewel of the love, epitome of love. Canto 11, the complete history and the teaching, and the Canto 12, the age of the deterioration. This is the age where, this is called that, this is the age, Iron Age, Kali Yuga, which is the age of hypocrisy, quarrels, and so how to live in this life. So this book is typically $250, but because I have taken a personal pledge to donate 108 of those, so anybody who would like to read this book and they cannot afford, they cannot donate 250, I will fill in that money, right? So anybody who is really want, please come and talk to me. I will, you will have the whole Bhagavatam set. And then for today, for the dinner, what we do, we can just go out from this door and you can come from that side and then you can come and eat here. All right? Thank you very much.